So today we're going to be talking about the most game-breaking and most overpowered unit that is in Honkai Star Rail, but will not be released on the launch date of Honkai Star Rail, and that character goes by the name of no other than Silverwolf. Now I did make a tier list of all the characters in the game, and I did not rate Silverwolf in that tier list because she actually wasn't in the game. Like I said earlier, she was included in some of the closed betas earlier on in the closed beta 1 and 2, but not in the third one. The only time you really got to play her was in the beginning of the game, and I didn't really get to look at her kit that much really. Same with Kafka. But yeah, you were introduced to her in the beginning of the game, but other than that, you weren't really able to play her that much. But as time went on, I started to look at all these characters' abilities and stuff just to make content on them and put it out there for you guys. And after looking into Silverwolf, guys, she is, I can 100% say she is going to be a game-breaking character, and she's going to be the most broken character in the game when she does release. Now, I believe she will be a limited banner unit. Right now we do have the 2 limited banner units that we have scheduled that are going to be coming out when the game does launch, and that is Seele, which is going to be the first limited banner unit we get, and then it's going to be Jing Yuan, which is going to be the second. Now after that, no one has an idea of what's going to come after that, because those were the only 2 that were introduced in the closed beta as limited banner units. Now we do know that these characters are in the game, like I said, and we were able to play with them, and all I can say is, man, oh man, you will be pleasantly delighted on how strong this character is and how great of a character this unit's going to be just about on any team, and I can say that with so much confidence, guys. But yeah, hopefully that she does come out sooner than later. Hopefully she's right up after Jing Yuan, but I don't really see that happening because she is a quantum unit and Seele is a 5-star quantum unit. But she is a support though, so there's still a possibility of that happening, that she does come out after Jing Yuan. We don't know. But just to talk to you guys more about her abilities and what she does. Now before we get into her abilities, guys, I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the video, and share this around. Also, another thing with Silverwolf, guys, since this unit came out in closed beta 1 and 2 and we didn't have her in closed beta 3, there could be some changes to her that will be made in her kit, right? But this is what we know of so far, and if she does get released like this, she will 100% be the most broken character in the game. They might end up nerfing her or not, or they might changing her kit because it might be too strong, or they just might end up leaving her like this. But yeah, let's just get into this madness so you guys can see how strong of a character this character is. Now for the first ability, guys, which is going to be her basic attack, where she's going to go ahead and just do a normal attack, and she's just going to do damage, as you guys saw right there. But the unique thing about Silverwolf in her first basic attack is that it's different from all the other ones. All the other units in this game, their basic attacks is just a regular basic attack that does damage to the corresponding element that unit is. So that's that, right? So she's gonna do basic attack, and she's gonna also do quantum damage since she's a quantum unit, just like I told you guys about the other units. But the thing about her is that when she does do a basic attack, she's gonna put a bug on the enemy unit that she is attacking. It is a single target attacking move, and what the bug does is when she does apply that, she's gonna go ahead and put a random debuff on them. Now this random debuff can consist of having the enemy have attack down, speed down, or defense down, which is all amazing debuffs to put on them. I know it's a little RNG and stuff for her, but to be honest, all those debuffs are solid. Now she does have a passive here, which the bug is part of her passive, but the other part of her passive is, as long as Silverwolf is attacking the units that she put debuffs on herself with the bugs and stuff, she'll actually do extra damage, and it'll stack up to 5 times, which is great. Now imagine a support unit that is going to be doing this and also going to be doing some extra chip damage, which is what I consider supports and tanks to do. You know, they don't usually do the most damage, but they'll chip you away here and there, little by little. And what if that chip just doesn't become a chip anymore and it's the nice chunk, right? She possibly can do that because of her ability here with her passive, where it's gonna make her do more damage off of her basic attack, which is gonna be very, very nice. And honestly, I would wish to test that more and see, just to see her damage potential, because let me tell you right now, she definitely has the damage potential, but she's gonna be more on the support side first, guys. Remember, she is gonna be supporting, like I said, she's gonna be putting those bugs, and those bugs can bring down their attack, defense, and speed, which, you know, speed is very important in this game to drop it on the enemy. Also defense down to give all your allies more damage potential. Very, very nice. Now for her second ability, guys, is probably gonna be the most broken thing about her. And this is why I said earlier on that she's going to be a unit that everybody's going to want to love on their team. And that is because she's going to go ahead and make that enemy you're fighting against weak to any of the units that you bring with you. So for example, you guys know there's a break meter in this game, and these units are weak to certain elements on the top of their head. Now if that enemy is only weak to fire, right, and you bring a ice unit, you're not going to be really doing any damage to the break meter, which is the white bar over the enemy's head, right? That's the break meter, and when you break them, you'll do an elemental break, which is important, and it does extra damage and stuff, and does also other controlling abilities. So yeah, that unit's only weak to fire, and you have an ice. Now when she uses her E ability, she's going to go ahead and make that unit be able to be weak to ice now. Guys, that is huge. That is huge. So when I remember when I was playing the beta, I would have to swap my team in and out a lot, you know, because breaking is very, very important in this game, especially early on. So I had to swap out my team, you know. I feel like Silverwolf is going to eliminate that completely. If you go into a fight and you bring in Silverwolf, I don't think you'll ever have to worry about swapping characters for the time being, right? Because she's going to go ahead and make that enemy that you're fighting weak against whatever target that you're bringing in, right? So that's going to be amazing. It is a single target ability though, guys, but just the magnitude of this ability, just to be able to make that enemy weak to whoever you're bringing in with, is going to be huge. It's a little RNG too, you know, because she's not going to put all the weaknesses on them. She has to do it one by one. So if you have a fire element and a wind element, you're gonna, and you do your E, it's only gonna put either one. So you'll have to go the next round and try to put on that next one, right? I don't know exactly how many times you can do this, right? Like how many weaknesses you can put on an enemy. As of right now, I'm not really too sure about that, but just know that you definitely can make them weak to the units that you do bring. And also I did forget that the weakness break debuff that she's gonna put on them is gonna go ahead and only last for 3 turns, but that's simple. You just gotta keep reapplying it. It's gonna cost a skill point though, so keep that in mind as well. It's not gonna be just something that you can just throw out whenever, right? So yeah, that's gonna be nice, but even then, when you don't have your skill point, you're gonna be using your basic attack and just applying those bugs, which is amazing. It's literally amazing. Her kit just flows so well. And another thing, guys, is that the weakness element that you apply to the enemy unit, it also makes them take 20% more damage of that element that you apply to them. So boost in damage, brings in weakness. Yeah, just straight up amazingness. Like, that is amazing, guys. Wait till you guys start playing the game so you guys can see how important bringing in a corresponding element in those boss fights. So it's very, very important. And for Silverwolf's ultimate, guys, this is literally the cherry on top, and it just keeps getting better and better, right, guys? You wouldn't think it would keep getting that good, right? But it does, right? This is a single target damaging ability that she's gonna do, and is based off her attack, and it's gonna apply a 100% chance to apply entanglement. Now what entanglement is, guys, is that since this is going to be a turn-based game, there's going to be a turn meter here on the left side of the battle, right here, where you guys can see if whoever goes next and whoever's last, which is down here, and you'll take turn by turn depending on the speed and stuff that happens in the game. Now you do have ways of manipulating this turn bar by using characters to push enemies more farther back in the turn meter, or the action bar is what they call it. And in this game they usually call it delay if you push someone back, and advance if you push someone forward. Now entanglement delays them by 40%. So if she does her ultimate on someone, implies entanglement, they will actually get pushed back 40% further back in this line, right? Just think of it as the line. The down here is 0%, over here is 100%. Whoever's up here gets the turn. She's gonna go ahead and do that with her ultimate. Now another thing, guys, is that on her ultimate, depending on how many debuffs they have, she's gonna go ahead and do extra damage. And it's also, this ability is also gonna hit multiple times depending on how many debuffs they have, which is great because multi-hitting abilities is going to be really good for breaking the toughness bar on the units, right? Which is what you use to break them. So that is really good. It can go up to 5 times, and just like I said, she's bringing in a little bit more damage and potentially can do a bunch of damage. Like I said, I haven't seen the numbers or anything as much as I wanted to, and she can again bring that support ability with the multi-break potential on her ultimate. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that for the entanglement to actually happen, the enemy has to take their turn, and that'll actually happen on their next turn, and then they'll get hit with the 40% delay and pushback on their action bar. So yeah, keep that in mind. I forgot to mention that, guys. But this unit, guys, is literally the most broken unit in the game if they release it as is, right? If they keep it as is and they don't change no skills, this is gonna, to me, is the most game breaking unit, the most strongest unit in the game, right? She is a support unit. I'm not saying she's the most in damage, right? But just overall, like all the things that she can bring to a team, she has it all. She is literally the strongest unit in my eyes in the game, the most broken, the most overpowered, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you call it, that is Silverwolf in a nutshell. She just brings so much utility to the team, also a bit of damage as well. She's gonna be the first of her kind that we have in this game right now. I'm pretty sure later on in the future they'll have other people that they introduce that also gives them weakness advantage and applies it on them. But as of right now, we know that Silverwolf does it, and her aesthetics look really cool too as well. She's a video gamer too, and she does have a technique, which is before you go into battle. Just to show you guys how ridiculous her technique is, I'm pretty sure this might get changed, I'm not sure, but I just got to show this to you guys and read it for what it is. And it's I've seen it in a couple places already. This is everybody has it the same way written, and it basically says immediately attacks the enemy after entering battle, ignores weakness types, and reduces toughness of all enemies. Now the key thing is that when she ignores weakness types, that means it doesn't matter what they're weak against, you're going to do damage to their toughness bar no matter what. And there is no time frame on it, no time frame, so meaning it'll be good for 2 turns only, 3 turns, and then that comes off. Doesn't say anything of that nature, right? So that in itself might get fixed or changed, who knows, we'll see as the game goes on. But this is what we know. And also targets with their weakness broken in this way will become entangled as well. There you have it, guys. And this is going to be her using her technique, and this is how that's going to look. Boom. And it's like an arcade looking blaster kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, what more can I say, guys? You saw that they were broken there, they got entangled. This is insane, and this is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. I'm not too sure on her technique though, on how that works exactly, but it does seem very strong either way, guys. This unit is insane, right? I would say this is going to be the strongest unit as of, from what I know right now of today, from all the characters that we've been presented from the closed beta, right? Because we've seen all these characters already from the closed beta. She is, to me, the strongest unit in the game, and is definitely, if she stays this way that she is, I would highly recommend definitely pulling for her when she does come, if she stays the way she stays, right? She's that good to me. And yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of Silverwolf yourself and her kid and stuff. Really looking forward to see what you guys say about her, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Jada. I'm out. Peace.